can pass it off to you as soon as I see everyone back. Perfect. I see the head nods. I see more people here. Okay, Mahima and Glenn, it's all on you now.
Awesome. Thank you, Danny. Daniela. Hello, everyone. Sorry, my screen went wrong. Hello, everyone. We are super excited to show you how to navigate Google Sites and create your portfolio. Your portfolio is a compilation of all the assignments that you've completed through Youth Ambassadors. To get us started, I'll show you how to access the portfolio section of Google Classroom and gather the necessary documents. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. All right, can you guys see this? Awesome. So I'm going to go to classwork. And I'm already here, so I'll just show you from the top. So you're going to scroll down to portfolio. And you'll see the steps to your portfolio. So this is going to be your most important tab because it will show you all of the necessary documents that you need, as well as your due dates. So for the Costa Rican program, that's August 18th for the first draft and August 27th for the final published draft. Now I'm going to show you the portfolio checklist. This will show you everything that you need and where to put it inside of the portfolio. So for example, the completed hero's journey will go under crossing the threshold and the hero's journey. So I'm going to go over to the virtual exchange and show you where that is. So we're going to go to hero's journey and crossing the threshold. And this is where you're supposed to put that assignment. You can also see the weeks that it is at, and that will help you locate the assignment. In step 2, you'll see a helpful video on how to use Google Sites. So if you have any questions about what we showed you today, you can reference this video, and it also may include more information. There also should be a sample portfolio. This is the Costa Rican sample portfolio. And this gives you an idea of what everything should look like. So if you're wondering, well, what should I put in my bio? Or, what should be the blurb underneath my favorite hero thing? This is all a great example for that. So I'd highly recommend checking that out. And then here you have your individual portfolios. So you'll click onto this document and you can click one of the sites and get started. So whatever site is underneath your name, these are the Costa Rican participants. And you'll just scroll down, look for your name, and then open it up, and it'll be your site to edit. And that is a general overview of the Google Classroom. And I'll pass it over to Mahima to get started on how to use Google Sites.
All right, wait a second for me to share my screen. All right, can you guys see that? Yes, all right. So first and foremost, the point of this portfolio is to summarize your time in the program. It should be entirely about you and can be designed to your liking. For example, last year when I was making my portfolio, Sammy, my program coordinator, basically told me that I could put GIFs of the Minions in my portfolio if I wanted to. So it's literally your own choice and whatever you guys like to do. So you can make it artsy, make it creative, do what you like. In regards to adding text, Google Sites can be a bit finicky, but it isn't super hard. So you can add text anywhere by double clicking and you get this little pop-up and then you can click the text box. And then here, if you grab these like dots right here, you can move it anywhere you like and you can add text. In addition to that, you get a Word document-esque pop-up like this where you can basically change or italicize, bold, change font, change the color of your font and much more as you like. You will also have to write a little blurb about yourself in the front page of your portfolio. It should cover like who you are, where you're from, what you'd like to do, why you joined the Youth Ambassadors program, etc. It's just supposed to be a small little thing about you. And you can always refer to the portfolio on your Google Classroom that's already finished to see what other USYAs have done before you.
Awesome, thank you, Mahima. So I'm going to share my screen. All right. And I'm going to show you how to use the insert page. The insert page is one of the most useful things on Google site, and because it will allow you to add anything into your website. So I'm going to go down here to the placeholder box. That's underneath the insert tab. So I'm going to click that. And then here you can upload images from your computer, images from Google Drive, and also videos and documents from Google Drive. If you want to access specifically Google Documents, you can, I'll do that again so slower you can see it. You're going to go over here to Edit Placeholder and then Set File Type. So over here, you can change that file type to Google Docs. So I'm going to update that. And then you can add in a Google Doc directly. So this is very helpful if you have an assignment that you did in Google Docs and you just want to add it in. So I'm going to add in this, Mahima's Hero's Journey. And if you're not sure if this is the correct document, the text is kind of small, you can click this button right here. And it'll open it up and you can see exactly what document it is. And to remove it, I'm just going to do that. If you have a video that you want to add, it's really helpful to add it from either YouTube or Google Drive, because it will have everyone go to your Google Drive link rather than you having to upload it, and it's easier for those bigger files. And that is basically everything with your insert page. I'm going to pass back over to Mahima.
Sorry, I had muted myself. Okay. All right. So the other tabs on Google Sites are the themes and the pages tab. So in the pages tab, you have basically the setup of your pages. You can access all the pages in your portfolio, and you can add and delete subpages basically through these three dots in the corner. But fortunately for you guys, you won't really need to mess with this tab, mainly because the template that you guys are going to get a link to is already really set up for you guys. So this is not really a big deal, but the themes tab is kind of important for your design section. So with these, you can basically change the entire font of your entire portfolio, as well as the color theme. So if you want to change the scheme to like purple, it'll change every single tab to like a purple theme. In addition to that, you can kind of change the font style throughout the entire portfolio. So this is just really design related. And then if you want to change individual tabs, or excuse me, individual pages on your portfolio, like the different colors, you can always go to this sidebar and then click the little palette here, and you can change it, change the page individually to different colors. You can also upload images, and that'll become the background of that little page. So yeah, that's a little bit about your themes tab.
Awesome, thanks Mahima. So I'm going to share my screen again. And kind of going off of themes, I'm going to show you how you can change your header. So this is a great way to personalize your portfolio. So your header is just this right here. It's going to be different on every tab, so you can edit individually with each page. I'm going to go back to home screen. You can edit it by going to header type. So right now it's set to large banner. And if I wanted the image to be a bit smaller, I would go here. If I didn't want to have an image at all, I just want the text, I would click on title only. And if I want to have the whole image here, maybe it's a beautiful picture of my skyline of my city, then I would hit cover. Now I'm going to go back to banner. Now, if you don't like the image that it comes with, you can go over here to change image and select image. This will give you all of the preset images from Google. So I'm going to select this one and hit select. And now that's my background just for this one. All the other ones can be edited to however you want. But with this, you can see that from the image I selected into here, the visibility is a little different. Excuse me. So here you can go to remove readability adjustment, and that will brighten up your image. Now, for this case, you don't want to do that because it is not very readable. But sometimes when you upload your own photo, the Google algorithm will flag it as something that needs to be darkened when it doesn't, and you can't see your photo very well. So it's a good thing to know about so you can change it when necessary. So now I'm going to show you how to upload your own photos. So you're going to go to change image again and upload. So I'm going to choose this map. And it already automatically adjusted everything for me, so it's all legible. And I can do the same to all of the other tabs. I can change all of the header types, have it different for every tab. So it's really customizable, which is nice. Yeah, I'm gonna, oh, one more thing before I pass it back over. I wanna show you the reset button here. So if you decide, oh, I hate what I did with the header, I want it to change, but I don't want to change it to a different image, you can hit reset and it'll just go back to how it was originally. So that's a good tool. And now I'll pass it back over to Mihima.
All right. So downloading things from the classroom is going to be a huge part of creating your portfolio. The main way that I did this last year was by making a copy of the assignment I wanted from Google Classroom, and then I put it into my portfolio. My portfolio. So to make a copy, you basically go to File, and then make a copy, and then you'll get this pop-up and you can press OK. So I've already made a copy of the assignment that I wanted to input into my portfolio. And you can just, Gwen will show you this, but you can just insert it into your portfolio later on. One thing that I really did want to highlight with you guys is that you must share. You must make sure that you share with anyone on the internet so that anyone who accesses your portfolio will be able to also access the documents within your portfolio. So that's incredibly important. Just keep that in mind.
Absolutely. All right. So I'm going to show you how you can upload your own photos. So where it says upload photo here, and also how you can upload photos through the placeholder box that I showed you before. So I'm going to start here with upload photo here, and you're going to click on the box and go to these three dots and then replace image. And if you're selecting something from your computer, you're going to hit upload. And if you're selecting something from, say, Google Drive, you'll want to click this button. So I'm going to go upload. And I'm going to click my mantra for falling forward. Open that up. So now I see that this image isn't really cropped well, and I don't want it to look like this. So I'm going to click the uncrop button. And now you can see the full image. Now, just like with most photo editing sites, you can change the size of it. And this is a glitch I've run into quite a bit. So sometimes when this happens, you can go to a different tab and that will reset it. And sometimes it just has to run its course and fix itself that way. You can also crop it through this button. So show that again, it's right over here. And then you can just drag it all over. But I find this isn't the best way to crop because it can be hard to maneuver, but it is definitely an option. So I'm going to remove this and show you how to add photos through the placeholder box. So to move the placeholder box, you're just going to drag it around. You can snap it in place anywhere over here. So I'm going to click this and I'm going to select image. This will open up Google Drive and have lots of options for images here. So I'm going to choose this travel pledge. And now that's here. So there's lots of different ways to upload photos. That's useful. And I think that is everything with images. So I'm going to pass it back over to you, Mihima.
Oh, shoot.
Mahima, are you having trouble?
Yeah.
Can Gwen maybe share her screen and you could talk about it?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I can't see anything. My computer just froze. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Okay, so luckily I don't need my screen for this. I just wanted to mention that downloading things from nope, that wasn't it. So that when you're done with your portfolio, you have to publish the site. This is so that anyone with the link to your site can have the most updated version of your portfolio. If you make any edits after publishing the site, you will need to republish the site so that the link is up to date as well. I'm sorry about that, guys. I can't see you guys at all.
It's totally okay. Gwen shared her screen so everyone can see the publish button. Remember, super important to click that once you are done and after you make your updates.
Yes, absolutely. So if you need an example of a finished portfolio, I would again direct you to the Google Classroom where there is an example. And I'd like to thank you all for your time here at the end of your session. I know it was a busy session with your debate. We hope that you feel more confident using the Google Sites platform now. And we'd like to give you all some time to ask any questions you have about Google Sites. We are happy to answer.
Has anyone used Google Sites before? So Avery nodding. Has anyone started on their portfolios yet? A few nods. For those of you who have started, I'm sure this presentation was a lot more clear, having gone through some of the steps already. We will be publishing this for your reference as well. And there's instructions in Google Classroom under the portfolio tab. But any questions for Mattia and Gwen, not Mattia, Mahima. Mahima and Gwen at this point. Victoria, yeah. Did you have a question?
No, sorry. I was just stretching. Sorry.
Okay.
I'd like to just put my email in the chat if you guys want to reach out to me with any questions you have later on, because it's definitely a process where you gain questions as you go. So you guys can reach me through that.
Thank you so much, Mahima, and thank you, Gwen. This was really awesome. I appreciate you taking the time to walk through these steps. Any words of advice, Will and Dwayne, having gone through the process as well?
I would say I would say just kind of enjoy it, make it your own, like do something special with it. I think that's really important. And yeah, I would say take some liberties, just enjoy it.
Yeah, I like to second what Will said. The personalization aspect is really fun. But I would say also to make sure you follow deadlines and be on top of it, because it is a lot of work. And if you're prone to procrastination like I am, you don't want to put it off until you have a mountain of work to do. So.
Yeah, great advice all around.
I also used my portfolio when I was thinking about my outreach project, because I felt like there was some really important information within my portfolio that I documented. So you guys will probably refer back to it, at least to just look over it, or I have my portfolio on my resume as well to show people what I did during the program. So this is a really useful just resource, I guess. So definitely put your mind to it and do it to the best of your ability.